How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
Eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital.
That's difficult to answer.
is the end. There's a noise inside my head of crying people facing death. Is this the end? Is this the end? Oh, I'm burning in the dystopia. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the dystopia. This is the final time. What have we done to the world? What have we done to the world? I'm burning in the dystopia. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the dystopia. This is the final
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. What the fuck? Oh, you can hear me now. Hang on. For the record. For the record. For the record. My lighting is way better than whatever fucking filter Fox News just put on me. Listen, I greatly appreciate being on Fox News tonight. That was really cool. I'm going to tell you guys what happened. But like, I was like, what the fuck filter did you guys put on me? When I saw, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Yo, but I do really appreciate the producers, Jesse Waters, for having me on. I mean, it was like, I'm going to tell you guys all about the story. It was a rigmarole. It was like, that I was like, how do I am on a webcam on StreamYard and I don't have any filters on this or anything. How the fuck do I have better lighting on Fox than Fox News? I don't even know. Whatever. Was that my first time on there? No, it wasn't. It was like my third or fourth time on Fox News. So I've been on Fox News before, but this was a whole thing, guys. Like this, I have never. They like I'll tell you the whole story, and like again, I really do appreciate them bringing me on. I have nothing but love for I have no idea what fucking filter they put on me, but I was like, I look green. I was like, I'm gonna have to like download that video and do something to it. I don't know, but I was like, oh my god, thank you, I appreciate it. But I do appreciate them having me on. I appreciate them, reaching out to me and all that stuff. It was actually really cool. It was actually I'll tell you guys the story. I was not anticipating going on Fox News today. I was not anticipating going on Fox News at all. That was unexpected. And actually, if anyone was watching the stream earlier, I actually found out, like, I got contacted by the Fox News producer while I was on a live stream earlier. So if you go back and watch my live stream from earlier, people were freaking out because during the live stream, I got a text message from the Fox News producer saying, "Hey, can you call me?" And I was like, I've never talked to this person before. I was like, how the fuck do you even have my phone number? I guess Fox News does have my phone number. I've been on Fox News a couple times. So I guess they do have my I don't know. I don't know what filter they put on it. Well, they were, I'll tell the story, but they were very persnickety about my lighting. Let me tell the whole story. Let me tell the whole story. Let me tell you what happened, okay? And again, I'm sure they did the best they could. I don't think they intended to make me look fucking green. I'll tell you the story, okay? So I'm on a live stream earlier and I get this text message from the Fox News producer. And she's like, "Can you call me right now?" And I'm like, "I'm on a live stream. I'm a professional." No, that's not what I said. I basically went on the live stream and I said, "I need to take a phone call." And I just like left the live stream going, and you guys can go back and see. Like, I just turned my camera off and I basically called the Fox News producer and I was like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Hey, can you come on Jesse Waters tonight?" And I was like, yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And the original plan, so basically I was like off my live stream for like 15 minutes, like talking with the producer and like talking about like going undercover with them, going undercover with Antifa over the weekend and stuff like that, and what I saw and what I would say to Jesse Waters. And she was like, "Okay, this is great, this is great, this is great." And I'm like, "Holy shit, am I actually gonna be on Fox News tonight? That would actually be pretty cool." And so then there was like this hour-long rigmarole where like we're going back and forth and they're trying to figure out what they like what they like are the talking points of the interview or whatever. They gave me talking points to say. Now I agreed with all those talking points. So I'm not trying to say that Fox News told me what to say. They didn't tell me what to say. They just wanted me to be on point with like here are the main points we want to get in on the interview. And so we went over that, and then they were going to send me to a studio. So I was supposed to do the whole setup with me being in my office. That was not supposed to be where I did this interview. I was supposed to go to a studio, and there's a studio about 10 miles away from my house at like St. Anselm's College. And so I actually was in my car driving to the studio, and the producer calls me and she's like, "Karlyn, we can't get the studio tonight. They don't have the staff. Can you just do it from your house?" And I was like, uh, yeah, I guess. And so I had to like bang a Yui and go back to my house, and then it was like a half-hour rigmarole where they're like trying to get my light. They're like, "Can you change your lighting?" And I'm like, "No, I can't. I have a webcam and a single light in this office." And they're like, "Can you change the way you sit? Can you push your chair back? Can you go an inch this way? Can you go an inch that way?" And it basically like it ended up with me being in this like really uncomfortable position where I was like sitting so awkwardly, but it was like they were like, "Move a centimeter to your right, now move 2 centimeters to your left." And I was like, like this was like a half hour back and forth rigmarole. And then they were like, "Are you sure you don't have another light?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure I don't have another light." And then they put some weird filter on me where I looked green. I was like, "Oh my God." And they did not want any of the stuff in the background on the shot. And I was like, "I can't move my entire setup. You guys are the ones that called me at the last." I was very nice about it. And listen, they were doing their best. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. I'm just saying that there was like a half-hour rigmarole leading up to that interview where they were like, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that other thing? Can you move over here? Can you do a fucking cartwheel in your office?" I was like, "Oh!" I was like, by the time they got to the interview, I was like so uncomfortable. But, we did it. We did it, I guess. I'm putting that video through some sort of filter though, because I looked green in that video. And I saw my own image on the screen pop up like live on national television. And I'm like, in my head, you guys may have seen me. I did not look pleased when they brought me up on the screen because I saw what they did to the fucking video. And I was like, I look crazy. Oh man, whatever. Like, how did they put a fucking green filter on me? Whatever. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with my green wall that was screwing with like their settings or whatever, but I am not green in real life, okay? This is actually what I look like. I don't have any fucking filters on the camera right now. Fox News. But they wanted to talk to me about Antifa, and they wanted to talk. I mean, it was like so quick. It was such a quick interview. Hang on. It was so quick. Yeah, they wanted me to pat my head and rub my belly clockwise. Can you stand in the middle of the room and do this? It's like, man. So, I don't know. I don't even know what I said. Did I do okay? Cuz I honest to God, by the time the interview actually happened, I was so kind of like, it was like so much adrenaline running through me. I truly don't even remember what I said. Did I do okay? Can you guys tell me in the chat? Was I horrible? Was it awful? I don't know. Well, if anyone asks, I just got back from infiltrating the radical left. This is my undercover look. Yeah, exactly. Can you change your entire office setup in like a minute to accommodate us? Like, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Oh God, you guys said I did great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, the producer, I gotta say though, the producer with Jesse Waters, she was so nice. She was so nice. I feel like she tried to take really good care of me. I feel like, she was very, 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 very open and receptive to what I told her. And so that was really good. So I mean, new contact with that producer, that was pretty awesome. And you know what? I wish it had been just a little bit longer, if I'm being honest about it. But it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Like, so I was really happy. I know I said something about the Civil War, right? I think I got the Civil War line in. Do you guys want to watch it? See, I don't want to watch myself. I don't want to fucking watch myself. I looked green, okay? I don't want to watch myself again. I will watch myself when I put a filter on it where I don't look green anymore. My God. Yeah, hopefully they'll bring me back sometime. I don't want to watch myself. Do you guys know how weird this is? I know I'm on YouTube and I know you guys are used to seeing me on YouTube, but I don't want to watch myself. You know what was funny though? Is like within seconds of me being on, it was already tweeted all over the internet. Oh, you guys want to make me watch it? Oh man. Okay. I guess we can watch it. I looked green, though. I looked okay. Everyone has to forgive me for how I looked. This is not my fault. I didn't do some weird filter thing Fox News did, okay? Hang on. Why isn't it on the screen? There it goes. Okay. See, there I am on Fox News. Okay, let's watch, I guess.
Karlyn Borysenko is an undercover investigative journalist for Decode the Left who's infiltrated these terror cells. Karlyn, tell
Why
me
do
about
I look
how
green?
These people train. They
Why
look
do I
pretty
look green?
militaristic.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have sessions where they bring in people with military experience. Anti-war is a very big thing for Antifa, so they do hand-to-hand combat trainings. I was just undercover with them in New York City over the weekend, where they had a whole self-defense class where they were teaching people how to violently, confront the police, but also defend themselves if they needed to be put in that position.
And why do they always get out of jail so quickly? You see all these people get popped, they get bailed right out, and charges never stick. How is that?
Well, Antifa, actually, they train people on how to get arrested. And it's interesting with far left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out, and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time, and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone's paying for their legal representation. What is the core mission of Antifa? Is it anarchy? Are they anarchists?
Yeah, Antifa are anarchists. Their primary goal is the violent overthrow of the federal government. I cannot emphasize this enough. You know, we've been hearing a lot of talk about civil war over the last couple of years between Democrats and Republicans, red versus blue. I firmly believe that the real civil war we have coming is the radical revolutionary socialists and communists in Antifa versus the federal government. That is their goal. That is their only goal. And people need to start taking this problem very, very seriously. All right, that's not so bad, I guess. It's not so bad. I got the good Civil War line in. So the Civil War line was the line I really wanted to get in, and I'm glad I got that. Do you guys, was that okay? Like, how did I do? Can you guys give me some feedback? Only say nice things, kiss my ass a little bit. That was very stressful. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Money for our favorite Martian. Oh God. Oh God. She knows way more about this than boomers on Fox News. No offense, boomers on Fox News. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Anyone critiquing your Fox segment can never get on Fox. Oh man. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That was such an unexpected turn of events though. If I'm being honest about it, like I sounded intelligent. I sounded good. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I sounded smart. Thank you. Oh my God. Like, and now the adrenaline is kind of like hitting me, honestly. Like I was like this for like I was like, holy shit. And I've been on Fox News before. It's not that I haven't been on Fox News before. This isn't like the first time, but like, yo, it was a very unexpected thing to happen today. And so, hey, are there new people here? Or is anyone new here that just found me because you saw me on Fox News? I swear I'm not green in real life. Man. You know, if there's one thing, like, I really do hope that Fox News starts covering this stuff a little bit more seriously, to be honest about it. And I know they're doing their thing, and I know they have a certain type of audience, but like, you know, I really do hope that they start giving more attention to this. Great job. I didn't look green. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Hey, I appreciate it. Got a lot of new people here. Guys, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you mount the like button. I stream Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Thank you. Yeah, seriously. I was live on national primetime news with like no notice. I did fine. Hopefully, I do hope I'll be invited back. Again, like the producer was awesome. The producer that I worked with, she was awesome. She was very nice. She took good care of me. Like she seemed, they did definitely seem to be like really interested in what I had to say about it. So that was good. I was happy about that. Thank you for the super sticker. Holy shit, though. Holy shit. Oh, we all have to manifest me being invited back. And next time I'm going to do it from a studio where I will not look green and not have some sort of weird filter on me. Okay? We all need to manifest this. So what do you guys want to know? Maybe we can do a little Q&A. Maybe we can do like an Ask Me Anything. The Karlyn post-adrenaline rush Fox being on Fox News like Q&A, I guess. Man, I am really excited they found me, though. They found me on Twitter. The producer found me on Twitter. She was like, I didn't even see this until later. The producer was like frantically trying to get in touch with me on Twitter earlier today. And then she eventually got my phone number and texted me. So thank God I was looking at my phone when she texted me. That was pretty great, actually. It's crazy, the recognition that I hope so. For people who are new, like I've been covering the far left in America for years and years and years. I have all sorts of crazy stuff. And so if you're new and you want to learn about the far left in America, bro, I will show you some of the craziest things that you will ever find in your life. Thank you. New shirt idea. I swear I'm not actually green. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put that on a shirt. Yeah, I was on Fox News tonight. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. No, Fox News doesn't pay their guests. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Nope. Thank you. Great job. I was just telling my dad today about all the information you have on the left and their coding. Crazy, the synchronicity. When I told him you'd be appearing on Jesse Waters, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, suck it, James Lindsay. Everyone tell James Lindsay, haha, I won. James Lindsay lost. I won. Who did they go to for far left stuff? Did they go to James Lindsay? No, they came to me. I am ascendant. James is yesterday. I am ascendant. Man. So while I have so many new people here, I want to do a quick plug for my Substack, and I want to show people where you can find my work. Okay. And then we'll talk and we'll take questions. We'll just hang out in the chat for a little while, I guess. I cannot fucking believe I was just on Fox News. I cannot fucking believe that. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. So if you want to find my work, Notorious Nathaniel, just be aware of Karlyn's rules. Yeah, we have newbies. We have rules in the chat. The rules are don't be a dick and no whining, and you're going to be fine. So follow the rules of the chat. Yo, I know. Poetry Painter is seething. Actually, I have that pulled up. Look at this. For people who don't know who Poetry Painter is this psycho that stalks everything I say and everything I do online. And she is seething about this. Look, Poetry Painter posted this. Don't they vet people anymore? She spent days claiming there's nothing we can do about Antifa. But now she's going on Fox to promote herself over it. Didn't she say she was never... I never said I was never going on Fox again. No, I did not say that. I can see it now. He's got actual fascists to warn people about us. Poetry Painter seething. Suck it, you dumb bitch. Ask a dumb question, don't make a dumb statement. That's a good rule of thumb, indeed. Okay, but to be serious for a second, if you guys are new and you want to find my work, you can head over to my Substack. My Substack is Karlyn, Karlyn .substack.com. I'll put the link in the chat. And if you are new to my work, I cover the radical revolutionary far left in America. And I've been doing this for about almost 5 years now. I've been doing it for over 4 years, coming up on 5 years, which is crazy to me. And I infiltrate their events and I record them and I go undercover and I did just get back from New York. I was undercover with the New York anarchists over the weekend, and I really did. There was actually a hand-to-hand combat thing. That was 100% true. There was actually. I'll show you guys what I was at over the weekend. Hang on. I'll bring it up. Hopefully the website is still up. New York Anarchist Book Fair. Thank you. I'm so proud of you and excited to have more opportunities. Thank you. I appreciate it. Where is the website, though, for the New York Anarchist Book Fair is the question. Shit, are they going to have the website here? Dang. Hang on. Let me actually just find this. Hang on. New York Anarchist Book Fair. I think it's in my other browser. Oh, I can't find it here. Guys, please make sure you mount the like button if you would be so kind. Okay, I found it. I found what I'm looking for. So this is, I'll show you guys the event I was at over the weekend. This is the event that I went to. Did I get any more super chats or anything? I want to make sure I got all of them. Cool. I really appreciate all the super chats, guys. It's awesome. So this is the event that I was undercover at over the weekend. The Twitter commies are so ass blasted. Yeah, real. And I'll show you. So on Saturday, hopefully they still have the events listed. So what I said on Jesse Waters was I was talking about how there was an event. This is the Sunday event panel. There was an event on Saturday. Intro to self-defense. There it is. So this actually happened at the New York Anarchist Book Fair over the weekend. Intro to self-defense workshop, free self-defense courses covering the basics, blah, 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 blah. That's where they teach people all the stuff I was talking about. There was this workshop. This was like basically Antifa meeting in a park. And basically at this one, I wish Fox News had asked me about this one. Yeah, I'm less green now than I was on Fox News. In this one they taught me how to slash ISIS tires, and so that was pretty great. And so you can see you can, if you guys want to see the event I was at, here it is. You can see like the different workshops and stuff like that. But that's what I was at over the weekend. And yeah, those people were not happy that I secretly recorded them. So, whatever. Anyway, if you're new to my work and you want to get introduced to it, the very best place to start is by going over to the Substack. And what I want you to do is click on the How to Speak Socialist section. And under there, you're going to find this link for re-education. And this is going to be an introduction to my work where you're going to see clips of like far left trainings and stuff like that. So you can start to see the things that I've done with the far left. And this is just a basic introductory course for people who are kind of like new, because I know there are a lot of new people here. It's totally free. It's available on demand. And so, yeah. The administration may not want the public to know queer doesn't mean what they think it means. They surely don't. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, Addie. And that's a conversation that maybe we'll have, another day. So anyway, holy shit. Guys, I was just on Fox News. How fucking crazy. It's so much more comfortable to sit like this than the position they had me. It's like I'm leaning forward here. They wanted me to I was in this weird fucking position. Oh man. I wish I could have just, here's the thing about like Fox News has very specific ways they want you to sit and how they want you to be on camera. And it's just like, can't I just be myself? Come on. Whatever, I guess. People seem to like it though. I really appreciate all the feedback. Let's see what people are saying on Twitter. Oh, look. So just to warn you guys, if you're new to my channel, don't say any like low IQ things. I ban all low IQ people. We are a high IQ channel. We are not a low IQ channel. You look great tonight. Shame they didn't give you 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it was super quick. It was super. I was actually really surprised at how quick it was. But what if the White House calls me to testify? I don't think there's a very high chance of that, but listen, if the White House listen. If the White House actually ever wants to talk to me, fucking get in touch. Like, they can talk to me anytime. I will talk to anyone about the left. I will talk to anyone at any time, like, about the left. I really will. If the White House wants to talk to me, if the FBI wants to talk to me, if any sort of governmental agency wants to talk to me, I don't know. The Assistant Attorney General of the United States just told me she cares more about capital letters than she does about communism. But I'm not going to hold my breath on like the White House calling me if I'm honest about it. But like, I mean, if they did, for new people, mutual aid is not George Soros. Yes. Well, I'll tell you this. Fox News did not want me to talk about the funding issue. I'll tell you that. It was a 2-pump chump interview. Well, it was still better than nothing. It was better than nothing. Okay. Better than nothing. Fox News did not want me to talk about the funding issue. That was a message they did not want their audience getting, which is basically that George Soros and USAID is not funding Antifa assholes. Obviously I would never have said that, but they didn't. But you know what? That's fine, because I got my Civil War line in, and that was fine. That was enough for me. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm sure Fenderbeat says, I'm sure they didn't want you talking about the fund. I'm like, let me go into a 15-minute rant, Jesse Waters, about how it's not George Soros. But you know what? Maybe we'll save that for another day. Man. Oh, what a day. So what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the 2-minute interview on Jesse Waters? What did you think? Who funds them? They're funded by mutual aid. They're funded by small donations, mutual aid for the most part. Yeah, I agree. It should have been longer. It was super short, man. It was super duper short, but it was also very last minute. And so, no, wrong. No, absolutely not. This is George Soros funds progressives, guys. He doesn't fund the far left. He funds progressives. I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to be on the TV. I barely even want to be on the internet, okay? I barely even want to be doing this. I barely even want to be on YouTube. Yeah, I won. W me. W me. I may have looked green, but I was still on Fox News. I may have looked green, but that was better than nothing. Oh, man. Yeah, it was great. Cool. Ah. I don't want to show it again. I don't want to watch myself anymore. I'm done. I'm retired. I'm done. How does that feel? Like, I'm actually curious. So, I mean, some of you have been supporting me for a long time. Some of you have actually seen me on Fox News before, but I haven't been on Fox News in like a long ass time. Like for new people that are like newer to my work, was it weird to see me on Fox News? Like you come to my streams? Well, I can't swear on Fox News, but I can swear here. Was that weird? You're new and you're confused about okay, so Trantifa is not a real thing. First of all, Trantifa is not real. There is violent queer militancy, but Trantifa is just a made up term and it's not real. There are a ton of different groups on the left, and I'm not going to go into all the different groups today. Antifa is, I mean, listen, it's tough, right? Because Antifa is actually not an official group. That is actually very true. I know the Democrats are saying that. I know conservatives don't want to hear it, but Antifa is not an official group, and I still do have questions about like how the Trump administration is going to deal with that. But you know what? We can talk about that another day. If you're confused about the groups, don't worry about it. We will teach you. We'll break it down. We'll show you all the groups. You probably got to come to more than one stream though for that. And we will help you understand all the different groups that exist on the left. There are a lot of different groups that exist on the left. A lot. A lot. Yeah. James Lindsay seething and coping right now that they called me and they didn't call him. James can go fuck himself. You'd rather be green than wrong? Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. Everyone that's new, Trantifa's not real. Andy No made it up. It's not a real thing. Yeah, mutual aid donation. Everyone donate mutual aid. That's pretty great. Thank you guys for all the super chats. Oh man. Dang. My adrenaline is like calming down now and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck actually just happened? Your Alphaba defying gravity, James is the whiz. Yeah, real LK. Real. Real, real. You almost fell over when you saw when you got Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. It was weird. Was it like seeing a teacher outside of school? Was it like that? Oh man, yeah, James is actually green with envy right now. James wishes he was on Jesse Waters. I hope I'll be asked back. I really do. Like, I would actually, and next time we do it in a studio where they don't put some weird filter on me to make me look green. Whatever. Whatever. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is good. And maybe it'll introduce some more people to my work. And, there's that. Newbies, look up. Yeah, everyone. So Trantifa, the proper name for what Andy No calls Trantifa is the bashback movement or queer Marxism. Queer Marxism is a topic that I cover rather extensively. I'm writing a book about it right now. And so Trantifa is not real. Please, everyone stop fucking saying Trantifa. It's not a real thing. People can't research it. People can't look into it. The bashback movement, queer Marxism, queer theory, that's what the dangerous thing is. We have to use proper language, guys. We really do. Definitions matter. Words mean things, all that stuff. Yeah, I was shocked too, honestly. I was shocked. I was actually shocked. Soros might fund leftist progressives, but you fund me. Thank you. Do you guys want to see it again? I guess for people who... Do I need to play it again or did everyone see it? Honestly, it was great seeing me back on Fox News, but damn, more time. It went by so quick. Like, it was so fucking quick. It was over in a flash. And I was like, you guys don't know, because they had me sitting in a really uncomfortable position. And so I'm like sitting here, I'm holding onto my legs, digging my nails into my legs. I'm like, this is so fucking uncomfortable. And then before I knew it, it was over. Man. I really appreciate all the positive feedback, guys. Thank you. Geez, I cannot believe how many people are. Yeah, I saw that Nick was on Russell Brand. I thought that was great. I kind of want to watch. What was the interview with Nick and Russell Brand good? I kind of want to watch it tomorrow for happy hour. Well, I'm a professional, okay? Just because I swear and yell on the internet doesn't. When I'm showing up to do something professional, I do it professionally. Yeah. Antifa hates capitalisms. Where do you want to start? Hey, I'll show you where to start. Here's where you start, right here. I'll put a link in the chat. If you want to get a quick start with my work, guys, this is a free class that I did. It's 90 minutes long. Just go to the website, karlyn.substack.com. I just put the link in the chat. And there's a video, and that'll get you started. And if you're looking at it from the Substack homepage, just go to How to Speak Socialist. It's the re-education class. That's what you want to get started with. And once you do that, you can do my 4-hour How to Speak Socialist masterclass, if that's what you want to do. And if you appreciate the work I'm doing, sign up as a supporter on the Substack. Guys, I'm 100% independently funded. I do not have any political donors. I don't have any political masters. If you want me out there covering the far left, showing you what's going on, and all I do is look at primary source evidence. So if you want to support the work I'm doing, head over to the Substack. Also, another great place to start is I just posted like a 5-hour podcast discussion that happened in X Spaces last night. And so you can listen to that. That was really good. So lots of resources over on the Substack for new people. Just come to the streams, ask questions. Were they receptive to your points? Yes. They were very receptive to my points about, let me see. They were very receptive. Yeah. So the producer already said they would love to have me back. Hang on. Okay. Okay. So they were very receptive. They, I mean, the main line I wanted to get in was about violent overthrow of the government, because I do actually think that that's the most important thing that the far left is talking about. And so they were very receptive to my points about that. They were very receptive to like the points about them doing training to get arrested and things like that. And so they were. I mean, listen, I've been on Fox News multiple times. They've never told me what to say. They've always been kind of like receptive. They did tell me they didn't want me to talk about the funding, but I'm like, you know what? Hey, that's fine. We can save that for another day. I don't really care. It was such a short interview anyway. Will this actually get the right and conservatives to finally listen to you? I hope so. I hope so. But you know what? Listen, we got a lot more people looking at my work, and this is even separately from the Fox News interview. I've had such an influx of new people to my work ever since Charlie Kirk got assassinated. And that's actually really sad to me, if I'm honest about it. Like, listen, I love it. Don't get it twisted. I love it that people are taking the far left seriously. I really do. But it does actually legitimately make me very sad. I'm almost going to cry. Like, I don't know why I'm so upset about Charlie Kirk dying. I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I never met him. I know a lot of people who know him, but like it actually kind of upsets me that it took Charlie Kirk dying to get people to be interested in this. And so I've seen a huge influx of new supporters, new viewers, and new followers on social media since then. But I hope people start to take this seriously. And I think that taking this problem seriously is a good way to honor Charlie Kirk and what he did. And so I don't know. I don't know why I get so emotional about that. I really don't. Like, I actually have, like, legitimately, just in my private life, like, when I've been, like, sitting here by myself, there have been moments where I've gotten just super sad about that. It's just like, man, I don't know. Ted, thank you. Very glad you're being recognized as a subject matter expert to speak on the gravity of the left. I hope you get more requests to educate viewers on platforms like Fox. Your efforts and tenacity are truly appreciated. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I'm scrolling through the chat. You guys are way ahead of me in the chat, so I'm catching up a little bit on my end. You guys want to see it played again? Okay, we'll play it again. Fine. I don't want to look at myself, but we'll play it again. I look green. Whatever. How do I stay undercover? Well, I'll answer this question in a second. I will answer that, but you know, being undercover is a weird thing because no one is expecting to see me places. Okay, here it is again. This is me. This is me seeing myself and being like, what fucking weird ass filter did you guys put on me?
Karlyn Borysenko is an undercover investigative journalist for Decode the Left who's infiltrated these terror cells. Karlyn, tell me about how these people train. They look pretty militaristic.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have sessions where they bring in people with military experience. Anti-war is a very big thing for Antifa, so they do hand-to-hand combat trainings. I was just undercover with them in New York City over the weekend where they had a whole self-defense class where they were teaching people how to violently, you know, confront the police, but also defend themselves if they needed to be put in that position.
And why do they always get out of jail so quickly? You see all these people get popped, they get bailed right out, and charges never stick. How is that?
Well, Antifa actually, they train people on how to get arrested. And it's interesting with far left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone's paying for their legal representation. What is the core mission of Antifa? Is it anarchy? Are they anarchists?
Yeah, Antifa are anarchists. Their primary goal is the violent overthrow of the federal government. I cannot emphasize this enough. You know, we've been hearing a lot of talk about civil war over the last couple of years between Democrats and Republicans, red versus blue. I firmly believe that the real civil war we have coming is the radical revolutionary socialists and communists in Antifa versus the federal government. That is their goal. That is their only goal. And people need to start taking this problem very, very seriously. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I said. That's it. Again, I am really glad I got the Civil War line in. Let me see. I've got a couple more super chats. Let me see. The videos are long. You don't have to tackle them all at once. Yeah, for my for the Substack videos. Yeah, you guys can watch the videos bit by bit. Totally. Told my family about it tonight and they're proud and support your work. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh God, you guys have sent in so many super chats. Thank you. Please take the 4-hour How to Speak Socialist. It's everywhere. We need Yeah, see, like this is people always ask me what they can do to fight the left. Since I have a little bit of an audience right now, welcome to all new people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're mounting the like button, doing all that stuff. The number one thing that people can do to fight the far left is you have got to learn how to speak their language. This is very, very serious, guys. You've got to learn how to speak their language. The left does not speak the same language as you. They don't have the same definitions as you. And once you learn how to speak the language, you will be much better equipped to actually do stuff that are going to combat them in the real world. So please, come to the streams, take the classes I'm providing you. Please learn how to speak the language. It's so critical. Your colors keep fluctuating from normal to green on this live. I think it changes with your position on the wall. Yeah, I don't even know. Well, my camera keeps fluctuating for, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Hopefully next time Fox News puts me in a studio somewhere. You just found me on Twitter. I appreciate that. Let's see. I think that's all. Bro. Oh, Frank McCormick's being a dick, I saw. Yeah, all the people that hate me on Twitter are gonna be reading and making fun of how I look, I know that, but listen, whatever, man. Like, I was on Fox News and they weren't, so thanks again. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate it. Let's see what, Frank is saying. Let's see, like, Frank has, like, probably made some fucking AI image of me already. 'Cause he's so jealous. I just wanna see. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, yup. Oh, oh! They're so fucking pissed. Mike Harlow is so pissed. They're all so pissed. All the people who have been stalking me and harassing me for years are having a massive fucking hissy fit meltdown. Mike Harlow is having a hissy fit meltdown. Frank McCormick's having a hissy fit meltdown. Fuck you, assholes. I win, you lose. Go fuck yourselves. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. If you're new to me and you don't, so essentially the story is I have an insane group of stock. Alex, you have lost so much weight. You look so good. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for dropping by. I saw a video of you the other day where you were like, I'm no longer overweight. I was like, oh shit, look at him. He looks great. Okay. So the story is this for people who are new and so I've been doing this a long time, right? And I've been doing this for about 5 years. I've been actually, God, is it coming up on 6 fucking years I've been a public person on the internet? Man. Anyway, I've been doing this a long time. And there was a group of people several years ago that made it their business to stalk me, harass me every day in my life, spread smear campaigns about me, spread lies about me. There was a rough couple years in my internet experience, guys, and I'm not going to go into the details, and this is not to make people feel sorry for me, but like the reason that I'm having some vitriol over people on the internet right now is that a whole bunch of those people made it their business to try to destroy my life, destroy my work. They harassed me every single day for years. It got really bad. I got clinically depressed. And again, I'm not trying to make people feel sorry for me, but I want people to understand I had to fight through that bullshit for years to do what I'm doing now. I had to fight it for literally years, and I won and they lost, and they can go fuck themselves, and that's just going to be the way it is. Everyone who associates with Karlyn only grows more fit, beautiful, and healthy. I don't know about that, but Alex does look great. Yes, every single person that harassed me for years is going to go to bed coping and seething tonight. Yes, you can find all about it over on my Substack, survivingcarriesmith.substack.com. Look, Mike Harlow is so fucking pissed. Look at this. Look at this. Mike Harlow is continuing to spread a smear campaign about me. He started 3 or 4 years ago. He's replying to Jesse Waters. Look at this. If you don't know these people, don't worry about it, but I'm taking my fucking victory lap. So Mike Harlow is replying to Jesse Waters saying, don't you even vet people? And this is getting retweeted by all of them. Oh, man. There's Frank. There's Frank. Talk about the biggest vetting failure in history. Go fuck yourself, asshole. Go fuck yourself, Frankie. Anyway, listen, being on the internet and doing what I've done on the internet has not been the easiest thing in the world. I've had to deal with a lot of bullshit. Frank McCormick is a teacher that was on Candace Owens' show one time, and that's like his claim to fame. Like, he spoke out against indoctrination in school, and now he's just a psycho on the internet. There are so many crazy people on the internet, guys. There are so many crazy people. And I've had some of those crazy people try to destroy my life and destroy my work on more than one occasion. And so please pardon me if I'm taking just a little bit of a victory lap, because you guys don't even know the level of hell that I have been put through at the hands of those people. And it took a lot to get me to doing this today. So I hope people listen. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm having all sorts of feelings right now. I'm having all sorts of feelings right now. There have been a lot of people that have been supporting my work for a lot of years, and I hope I made you guys proud. I really do. Kino has been supporting my work for years and years and years. Kino has helped me infiltrate multiple leftist events. I really appreciate you, bro. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I honestly, like, it's just, like, overwhelming. It is overwhelming what I'm feeling right now, honestly. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. I think I may have missed something. Let me make sure. Damn, bro. Damn, I was not expecting to cry. Damn, 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 damn. Listen, this is just like one teeny tiny little interview on Fox News. I mean, it's on a big show on Fox News, and so that's pretty fucking cool. But like, this is just one teeny tiny little interview, and I really, really hope that more people look at what I'm doing and more people look at the things I'm showing them. And I really hope, like, you know, I end up getting more opportunities that I can do after that, because it's been a really rough several years, guys. It's been really rough in ways that I can't explain. You know, I feel like I've spent so many years screaming into the void and screaming into the wilderness about this problem. And I feel like it's been so difficult to get people to pay attention. Thank you, average person. I appreciate you. You've learned more from me in the past 3 months than Connick has taught. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Been here since my first Glenn Beck interview. Thankful for your work, as 2 jobs make it hard to. Yeah, well, I stream a lot. I create a lot of content. Nathaniel, thank you. You've always been a great supporter. Oh, God. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm having so many emotions right now. This is crazy. I did not expect to be this overwhelmed, if I'm honest about it. I did not expect this. Holy shit. I did not wake up to this morning expecting this to be the outcome of my day. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Dang, dang, dang. You know, I've learned this. There are always more people watching than I think there are. That's actually very true. Yeah, everyone subscribe. Thank you, bot. I appreciate that. Oh, so how can so someone asked the question, how can I go undercover? Let me answer this question. Someone asked the question, how do I go undercover? Listen, so hang on. Oh shit, I have more super chats coming in. Oh, let me do the super chats. Jennifer, thank you. You've taught me how to be stronger and how to have a thicker skin. I'm so grateful that you let me be part of your channel and your community. Hey, I love you, Jennifer. Thank you so much for everything you do. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. You work hard to get the truth out about the far left. Glad to see it's getting out. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate it. So how do I go undercover? How do I go undercover? That 4-hour video, how to speak socialism, is paying off today. Yeah, I hope so. I do want to do another live class. So I do want to do another round of live classes. I want to get, so what I'm working on right now, I'm working on a socialist dictionary for my website, which is Decode the Left. Guys, if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me at decodetheleft.com. That's the best way to get in touch with me. You can DM me on Twitter. You can find me through my Substack too. But I'm working on putting together a dictionary for people using primary source evidence and that sort of stuff. And after I do that, I want to do another round of like live classes to teach people about this stuff. And so so hopefully I'll be doing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is definitely a sign. It is a sign from God to keep. I see. This is the thing. You guys don't know. For new people, you don't know how many times I've threatened to quit. You don't know how many times I've been like, "Fuck this shit. I don't want to do this anymore," because it's hard. It's hard. It's soul sucking. Every single time maybe this is something to talk about. Like every single time I go undercover with the far left, there is a spiritual consequence to it. I really do mean that. Every single time I go undercover with the far left, it fucks with my energy. It like I get like there is a spiritual toll that this takes on me, and I've threatened to quit so many times, and I can't quit. I can't. I would love to be able to quit. I genuinely would love to be able to quit covering the far left and going back and having a normal life. I used to do corporate training. I was really good at corporate training. I'm a really good organizational psychologist. I'm really effing good, and I made a lot of money doing it. And there's a big part of me that's like, why can't I just go back and do that? Why can't I just go be an organizational psychologist again? Why do I have this unending fucking drive to cover the far fucking left? Why? And then I can't quit. And every time I try to quit, something happens, or my community won't let me, or like I get interviewed on Fox News or something like that. And then I'm like, well, shit, I can't quit now. Let's see. You're the only one out there doing this. We need you. They have to take you seriously. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I'm really trying, guys. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm one person. I am one fucking person. And I'm trying to do the best I can, and I'm trying to teach as many people as I can. It's so crazy. Thank you, Mitchell. You've always been a wonderful supporter. I really do appreciate you. Yeah, I'm on a mission from God. Yeah, that's very true. I'm on a mission from God. I wish I had met Charlie Kirk. I just never had the chance to. I was never at the same event as him at the same time, and I wish I had met him because he impacted a lot of people's lives, and he did seem, even though I disagreed with him on some things, I disagreed with him on a lot of things, he seemed like a good person. And he seemed like a great husband and a great father. And again, it makes me really sad that it took him dying for people to... I still can't believe he's dead. Like, it still hasn't registered for me that he's dead. You know, it's like, man. Yeah, I'm working on a dictionary. I'm working on it. I'm working on many things. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. No, they're not crazy. Crazy people don't operate like the left. They are highly strategic. They have different values than you do, but they're not crazy. I promise you. Like, saying that they're crazy dismisses them. You know? God, my phone is blowing up. I had to put my phone down. My phone is fucking blowing up. I'm like, man. How to go undercover, balls of steel, grit, and a focused determination of insanity. Well, the thing about going undercover, hey, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm glad I haven't quit too. There are days I want to quit. Alex, do you know, like, unironically, so Alex and I used to do this show together called Sassy Saturday, where basically we were catty bitches on the internet, and we would gossip and make fun of people. I would never do that now. I'm way too professional to do that now, obviously. But one of the reasons that I got so into socialism, unironically, is because Alex didn't want to do the show anymore because he had to do work. Like, he had other obligations. There was nothing bad that happened. It was just like he had other obligations. And so unironically, the reason I started watching Socialism on Saturday was because Alex and I were doing Sassy Saturday, and then all of a sudden I had a hole in my schedule, and the next Saturday it happened to be the Socialism Conference, and the Socialism Conference was streaming live on the internet, and that was the thing that started me getting really obsessed with the far left. And so Alex quitting our show is the reason that I do what I do today, unironically. I've actually thought about this. I do know I'll be in the history books in some capacity, and that's a weird thing. I do know that. Like, just some of the things I've done weird things that are actually, like, hugely impactful, but there's, like, really weird things. Like, I broke the news story about the first ever CRT lawsuit in the country. I found out the school that was sued for the first ever, like, CRT lawsuit in the country, they wanted to sue me for breaking the story. They were trying to, like, mobilize against me. I'm like, I have a YouTube channel, bro. And so I've done weird stuff like that where I am actually mentioned in, like, the first ever anti-CRT lawsuit in the country. I broke the Coke Be Less White story. I broke the Burlington, Vermont grooming story. Like, I've done some weird shit that, like, I know I'm going to be in the history books in some capacity, but it's a weird thing. It's weird to think about that, but I do think about a lot of the work I do in regards to making a record for history. And so I guess that's cool, but it's weird. It's like an out-of-body surreal experience, right? You've committed and built something bigger than yourself that will persist long after you're gone. I really hope so. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a legacy. I'm building a legacy, you know? For the new microphone? Yeah, I need to get a new microphone. It's like the week that you guys don't understand. Part of the problem with the setup tonight is, like, all my technology has failed in the last week. Literally, my microphone failed. I don't know how to fix it. I haven't had time to look at it. I've been so busy with other stuff. I had to go get this cheapo replacement microphone at Best Buy just to have something. I haven't had it. It's like all my fucking technology failed this week, and I've been so busy with all of the leftist coverage, I have not had time to deal with the technology. So I do need to get a better microphone, but, like, I just, like, I had to, you know, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. What can I say? I'm doing my best. I'm one person. I only have so many hours in the day. Let's see. I'm just going through the chat right now, seeing what you guys are saying. Holy shit. Hey, mass genocide. Thank you. God blesses those who are diligent. You're diligent. Enjoy your blessing. You're loved. Thank you, mass genocide. I really appreciate you. Yeah, it's Alex's, it's unironically Alex's fault that I'm obsessed with socialism. But you know what? Listen, the universe works in mysterious ways. This is what I've learned. It's like the universe works in mysterious ways. You could call it God, whatever. But I hate saying it like this because it sounds cheesy. I believe I'm supposed to do this. I believe this is what I'm here to do. I believe I'm on the path I'm supposed to be on. But man, does that path suck sometimes, man? Does it suck sometimes? Does it suck real bad sometimes? But I think I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, I mean, just send me a message and we can coordinate something. It's going to get worse. Yeah, things are going to get a lot worse with the far left. 100%. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Wait, look, we have retards in the chat. Look at this. Look at this retard. See, like, I love it when people on the right that they're like, she is a secret undercover leftist. Look at this retard. Her corporate training was socialist programming. The insanity of thinking I was kicked out of the right. Bitch, do you know I'm further right than you are? I am farther right than most people in this chat. This is the absurdity of conservatives. This is probably one of the people that stalks me on the internet. She was kicked out of the right, and I wasn't kicked out of the LP, and the kicked out of the LP for being a socialist. Yeah, okay, Okay, loser. Okay, you're banned from the channel. Go away. The amount of crazy people that I have to deal with on the internet, man. The amount of bullshit that I've had to put up for you guys. I use everything you taught me in my work now, and I appreciate you forever for teaching me how to be an activist. Hey, I appreciate you, Alex. Thank you. I love that Alex showed up tonight, man. I love it. I love it. This is awesome. It's extremely dangerous if you can't speak right. We need more spies like you to expose the psychotic behavior. You should train spies. I do train spies. There are people in my community that go undercover at events, guys. I have a network of I'm actually like, okay, so if you want to learn how to go undercover with the left, I will teach you how to do this. I have taught many people how to go undercover with the left. I have people who go to anarchist events. I have people who go to DSA events. I have people who feed me information from all over the country. I will teach you how to do this, but but the one thing I would say is if you want to go undercover with the left, you've got to prepare for it. You have to know how to speak their language. If you don't know how to speak their language and you don't understand their culture, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. You have got to prepare. The first time I ever went undercover with the far left, I prepared for almost a full year before I did that. And now I've gotten it down to a science and I understand what people need to know. But please, don't just pick up and go to an undercover event or a socialist event because you saw me do it and you think everyone can do this, because I know how to speak their language fluently. I can communicate with them. I know the things to say. I know the things not to say. I know how to say it because I've watched so much of this shit. So I will teach you how to do this if you want to learn. And I've taught many people how to do it. But you got to prepare for it and you have to take it seriously because these people are dangerous. What are the reactions from the people that hate me? I cannot believe these people are still reading about me on the internet. Mike Harlow needs to get a fucking life. What a loser. Yeah, well, I would quit politics too if I could, bro. Seriously. I mean, I'll go on Sunny's court. I like Sunny. Sunny can reach out to me. I would be happy to talk to Sunny anytime. Let's see. Yeah, there are a couple DMs on Discord I haven't gotten back to you yet because guys, it has been so busy. If you've been trying to reach me in like the last week, I have been just like straight out. Straight out. So, does Fox News get a pass? I wish Fox News would cover more of this stuff. But I thought the package that Jesse Waters put together tonight to kind of like bring people through all the different leftist stuff, I thought that was actually kind of okay. So right now Jesse Waters is on the good list. Maybe not for the filter that they put on me that made me look green, but he's on the good list. I do love how pissed off people are though that I was on Fox News. Thank you. Appreciate it. Man, thank you, Nathaniel. My Christianity is bleeding out here, but God never called the prepared or the ones who could handle it best. He calls the ones he knows will take the task set before them. Yo. It does kind of feel like, though, not to get esoteric or anything, but this is my stream. You guys are here to hear me talk, and I'm just kind of like rambling at this point. Not to get esoteric, but like, it does feel like everything that's happened to me in my life has prepared me for this. Even all the harassment that I've undergone, even the years and years and years of stalking and harassment and abuse that I underwent, even that. Because I came out on the other side and I just didn't give a fuck anymore. People can say whatever they want about me. People can call me whatever name they want. People can spread whatever lies they want about me on the internet. People can Photoshop pictures or use AI to make me look like really, really, really fat. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can talk about how much they hate my hair or like anything like that or whatever. And I just don't give a fuck anymore. And so, it sucked that I had to go through 2 years of never-ending harassment and smear campaigns and defamation, and my friends had to get doxxed and all that, and I still feel very guilty about a lot of that stuff when it impacted my friends, but, like, Everything that I've gone through has led me to where I am. Even looking at doing corporate training and being an organizational psychologist, the reason that I'm able to analyze the left in the way that I am is because I did corporate training and I'm an organizational psychologist. Like, I understand the psychology of all this stuff. And so it's a weird confluence of events that have led me to doing what I do and to, quite frankly, being better at it than anyone else on the internet. And I don't even care if people don't like that I say that. I am the very best person at analyzing the left on the internet, and it is not even close. It is not even close. And if you think I'm lying, then give me a name that's better than me. I am the best analyst of the left on the internet by far. I teach hundreds of thousands of people a month about this stuff. I have broken more news stories than almost any other independent journalist in the country covering the far left. I infiltrate their events all the time. Like, I am the very best fucking analyst of the far left in the game. I'm the best at what I do on the internet. There's no one else that does what I do. And I don't give a fuck anymore. People want to say, well, that's not very humble. Well, no, it's not. But you know what? I went through 5 fucking years of hell to be able to do this every single day. So I'm going to say it because I earned it. I'm sorry. I just did. Oh, yeah. The violence is going to get way worse. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm way behind in the chat, guys. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Well, they have to ask me. Like, they have to. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my house. Except to go to a studio where Fox News doesn't like me looking like green. But like, I will leave the house to go to a studio. I don't want to leave the house to go to New York. I just want to, like, I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to leave the house. People can come and find me on my channel. If you want to talk to me, you can come find me on my channel. I don't want to go on all these shows. Yeah, Chris is actually in the DSA. Yeah, a lot of my audience are in the DSA because that's how we spy on them. Of course. Hey, thank you, Casey. I appreciate it. Thank you. Listen, if you're going to be on my channel, you just have to accept that you're probably going to get yelled at some point. I yell with love. It's not yelling with hate. It's yelling because I want you to learn and I need you to pay attention. And sometimes you guys are hard-headed and sometimes you guys need me to yell at you to get you to pay attention, okay? The people who get it, get it. The people who have a thin skin don't get it. Yeah, you're amazed at how much you can learn and how much you pick up, huh? Yep. Yeah, true. I mean, he's gotta I would talk to Alex Jones. Yeah, he's gotta ask me though. Like, I'm not gonna show myself out to be on shows, honestly. It's like I did that. See, here's the thing. I went on all the shows in 2020. I went on all the shows. Like, I've done that, and it's just like I just kind of want to have my little carve out corner of the internet where I talk about the left and teach people about the left and do all that stuff. Holy shit. I cannot believe I was on Fox News tonight. Holy shit. Wow. Because of you, my communist coworkers think I'm one of them. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny when you can blend in with the communists and they don't know? It's so funny. It's so weird. Hey, Donnie. Thank you. Donnie, did you see me on Fox News? Oh, man. Mike Harlow needs to try a vagina and change his attitude. Well, Mike Harlow is Jewish, and so I don't think that's going to happen, but... Am I afraid of being recognized? I'm always afraid of being recognized, but I do a pretty good disguise when I'm with the far left. I'm always afraid of being recognized. You saw Mike Harlow trying to make Charlie Kirk's death about him doing university talks? Of course he did, because Mike Harlow's a little fucking fame whore and he doesn't know how to do anything else. If you don't know who Mike Harlow is, don't worry about it. We have history. I helped, seriously. You were a socialist and I helped change your mind? Tell me more about that. I didn't know that. I didn't know I changed the minds of socialists. That's crazy. I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you for telling me. I would love to know more. What was it? What was it that made you change your mind? I would love to know more because like my position with this is like I haven't actually thought it was a good idea to even try to change the minds of socialists. I've just been trying to educate other people, but if I actually changed your mind, I would love to know what did it. Like unironically. Karlyn knows as well. I know once you see the abyss, it's a calling. Yeah, it's a calling. It is a calling from God. I can do PSL, Maoist, Green Party, Third Worldist, etc. because I'm anti-imperialist and I can fit in with these people. Well, there you go. Listen, man, I do have some agreements with the left. The left is not wrong on every single thing, and this is part of the insidious nature of the left, right? They're not actually wrong on everything. You just saw it. I looked green, didn't I? I'm never gonna let this go. I'm always like, it's gonna be like 50 years from now. I would be really old in 50 years. It's gonna be like 20 years from now. I'm gonna be like, you remember that time I was on Jesse Waters on Fox News and I looked green? A lesser person could not have done this. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you, though. Yeah, I was right, obviously. You zeroed in on decoding the socialist language. It feels like the tide has turned. You're the new enigma machine in history. That's great. I mean, it's like, yes, I hope I am. Honestly, I hope my work is, and I hope my work gets out there more because of this. I really, really do. But it's like, it is overwhelming though. It's like, I remember the moment when I realized that I knew more about the left than like anyone else. And it was an overwhelming moment because I never set out to do this. You guys got to understand. Like I never set out to be the expert in the far left. That was never the goal. I was just watching stuff on the internet that I found interesting, and I was just like so obsessed with like this far left subculture, and I just kept watching thing after thing after thing after thing after thing saying this is crazy, and it just kept getting more crazy, and you never knew what you were going to see next. And then I was like, and then I started going undercover, and the minute I went undercover, it was like all over because I was like, holy shit, this is real. It was like I went to the dystopia in real life and I was surrounded by it, and I was like, and I'm like, I've always been into dystopian things, right? So I was like, this is like a fascination, this is like an obsession. And I never anticipated, it was never the goal to become the expert in the far left. That was like never my goal, but that's what happened. And it happened accidentally because I got so obsessed with it. And I was just watching it all the time and thinking about it all the time and like writing about it all the time and doing all my streams about it. And and so like I remember the moment when I realized it, I was like, it was after I realized James Lindsay had gone insane in 2023. Because there was a point where I realized that James Lindsay had gone insane, right? And so, like, I was like, holy shit, I thought that James knew everything. But then I realized that he had just lost his fucking mind and had become unhinged from reality. And then I was like, Karlyn, do you actually know more? I was like, are you ahead of them? The minute that I realized how far ahead of everyone I got just by watching the left and listening to the left, it was an overwhelming feeling of, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know how many people have had this experience. It's like, well, it's a weird experience to have because I was sitting here in my office going, are you the expert in this? Do you know more than everyone else? Are you this far ahead of everyone else? I was like, no. There've got to be more people than this. There've got to be more people doing this. And this was a crisis that I had probably a couple of years ago, honestly. And now I'm even further ahead of everyone than I was a couple of years ago. But it was a really big mind fuck, and kind of like, and it's still overwhelming to this day to be like, oh shit, I am actually the expert on this stuff. Like, what? Like, it's just weird, man. It's weird. Has anyone Was there anyone that you saw while you were undercover that surprised you? Um, I once ran into Vincini from The Princess Bride, Wallace Shawn, that actor that was in The Princess Bride that was like inconceivable. I actually ran into him at a socialist event when I was undercover, and that was so weird. I was looking at him like, is that Wallace Shawn? I was like, oh shit, but I did see him in person at a socialist event. That was weird. And he was real into it, man. He was real into it. You thought I was great tonight? Thank you. I've started watching your show since you showed Nick. I'm thinking about watching Nick tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to watch something fun tomorrow. Yeah, I sent them that stuff. They didn't want to talk about it. So, I mean, maybe next time. Who knows? Well, I don't know. Come to streams. Come to streams. Talk to me here. I'll talk to pretty much anyone, guys. It's all over. You can find it on my Twitter. I'll put it on the channel too at some point. I'm putting a filter on it though to make me look less green. That's absolutely going to happen. I'm 100% putting that at like some sort of filter to make me look more normal. Without your work over the years, I don't know where I'd be. Being part of your locals kept me sane. Hey, thank you, Melissa. I really do appreciate that. You've been around a long time. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. See, I love it when people are wrong and they apologize. I admit I was wrong on your video the other day. Nice try to run cover. I knew nothing about you. I knee-jerked. See, I appreciate that, man. You got it wrong. You admit it. You apologize. Is that so hard? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the shit show that never ends. Welcome to the shit show that never ends. If Styx follows me on Twitter. Hey, I'm from Vermont too. Styx and I are both from Vermont, which is weird. But Styx is welcome to reach out to me if he wants to collaborate. I would definitely talk to him. But I'm not the type of person to go and reach out to people, honestly. I'm just like, if people reach out to me, I'll decide if I want to work with them or not. But I would definitely talk to Styx, but go tell him. Like, he can reach out to me. Like, oh man. Yeah, Fox, they thought they had a studio and then I had to drive my ass home and do it here. So, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's on my Twitter. I will be putting it on my YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. You were watching the Charlie Kirk show and thought Karlyn is another person from this generation who's doing exactly what God made her to do. It's an overwhelming thing, honestly. It's an overwhelming thing. I do think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's just like, it's overwhelming. I can't even. Shit, I'm gonna cry again. No, I'm gonna cry again. I would probably get the shit kicked out of me if they caught me. Yeah, I'd probably get beat up. But I haven't yet. Who knows when I'll go undercover again? Who knows? You're going to do $8 a month? Thank you. Guys, sign up on my Substack, karlyn.substack.com. $8 a month, $80 a year. I'm independently funded. I have no political masters. My only job is to tell you the truth. That's it. Yup, we've got our nonprofit, the Center for Left Wing Studies. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be cooking on that. It's going to be awesome. You know what? Like, I'm an acquired taste. Okay. I'm like blue cheese or olives or things like that or beer. Like, I'm like all the good, you know what? Can we just admit it? Like, all the good things are like acquired taste. Like, I used to hate blue cheese. Blue cheese is fucking awesome now. I used to hate olives. Olives are awesome. I never hated beer, but like beer is an acquired taste for a lot of people. So I'm an acquired taste. It's fine. And then once you realize that you actually love me, you never get over it and you become obsessed with me. And it's okay. It's happened many times, especially lesbians. Do I ever worry about the possibility of getting on the authorities' radar in a bad way? Well, yeah, I actually have worried about that. Like people being so dumb that they think I'm a socialist. I have actually worried about that. I don't think it'll happen, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know. The holy grail for far left infiltration. How cool is that? Man, how cool is that? Guys, I'm just chilling and hanging out and chatting with you, so we're not doing anything tonight really, but yeah. Yeah, bro, I know, right? I know. It's like once you actually start listening and once you say this is why I have to yell at people sometimes because like if I'm yelling at someone, they're really not getting it and I need to slap them into reality so they wake the fuck up and then they start listening and then they go, "Oh." And then they get it and then it's all over. Then it's all over. Yeah, I know. I looked green. It wasn't my fault. I don't look green now. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Damn. What a day. I mean, my job is to teach people. Listen, that's what I do. Like my job, like I love teaching people. And I love doing the streams where I get to break stuff down and we get to chat with people and stuff like that. I love doing stuff like talks to groups and things like that. And so no, I mean my job is to teach you guys as much as I can. It's to download as much information as I can and I hope that people get something out of it. Alex, did you see I made friends with his stepdaughter? James Lindsay's stepdaughter loves me. She's told me all sorts of stuff. Yeah, James does need medication. So true. So true. I did. I needed an exorcism after one of the events I did. That's very, very true. Where's my weed? I'm not getting high on the internet. This is not weed. This is an anxiety pen. This is purely harmless. Don't worry about it. It's on my Twitter feed, and I'm going to put it on the channel at some point. I just need to download it. But not getting high on the internet. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't just cough. Damn! In light of current events, I think a good term to cover would be reactionary and why the left calls conservatives fascist. The left calls everyone fascist that's not a communist. To the left, don't mind me. To the left, fascism just means not a communist. What's that? I'll have to look at that. Average person, can you just send me that in a DM? I don't know what that is and I can't click on it. My husband is Ukrainian. I am French and Irish and English. My husband is Ukrainian. Yeah, everyone subscribe. Let's see. I'm just going through the chat, guys. I think I'm way behind in the chat, but whatever. I don't know anything about Destiny. I have no fucking idea about Destiny. No idea. Could not know less about Destiny. Ron, go to the Substack. The Substack is Karlyn. You're in the YouTube channel membership. Go to the Substack and do it there. That's the best place to do it. Thank you, Donnie girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Demolition Man is one of the greatest movies of all time. So, I mean, RoboCop is better if we're being honest about it, but Demolition Man is pretty great. Let's see. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, Nick's been around from the beginning, man. Nick has been around from the beginning. Well, maybe. I guess we'll see. I don't really want to leave my house though, is the thing. I will go on people's shows if I can do them from my house and I don't have to travel, because I don't want to. I just don't want to. Like, you guys don't even understand. Going to New York for like 4 days was like my definition of hell, honestly. I just don't want to travel. Found your channel a month ago. It's been super eye-opening, and someone decently far-right socialist really is a different language. Thank you. You know, I appreciate all the really far-right people that have been open to my work, and it's just like, you know, I mean, it's ironic, isn't it? It's like the dissident right is actually more open to my work most of the time than the conservatives are. But I love you guys. I love the far right. You guys have the best sense of humor. You have the best culture of the right. You guys make they're the best Twitter spaces. You know, it's interesting. Like the far right is interesting. They have interesting conversations. They aren't, I don't know. And I don't agree with everything they say, but it's just like, at least it's not boring, I guess. Oh, I'm so far behind in the chat. You guys are talking about blue cheese right now on my screen. I was a stranger before I met you in person. I'll always have your back. I love you, Kino. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Here's a donation for a new faux backdrop for future interviews. Thanks for saying yes. I said, can how many people can we do? Can you do ones in the chat if I saved you from James Lindsay? I'm honestly just curious. One in the chat if you think I saved you from James Lindsay. I am honestly curious. I'm gonna pull up the other chat on the live chat on the screen over here. How many people have I actually saved from James Lindsay? Wow, holy shit. Oh my god. See that. That might be the best gift of all, if I'm honest about it. That might be the best gift of all. I saved you guys from James Lindsay's Gnosticism, woke right bullshit insanity. Man, that is a life well lived. That is a job well done so far as I'm concerned. Now we have to go save all the other ones we haven't gotten to yet. But like, this is going to be one of our primary jobs, right? We've got to pull out of James Lindsay's audience everyone that actually cares about the left. We have to like bleed that dry until everyone is more informed than James has ever been in his life. That's what we need to do. We need to rescue more people from the cult of Lindsay. That's what's got to happen. Let's see. I'm just going through the chat. Wanted to drop in and high five you. Wasn't as successful. Age, sex, location. Holy shit, bro. Southpod. That is a throwback. Age, sex, location. Okay. Well, fine. Yep, that's true. I never get high on the internet. It never happens. Obviously, I would never do that. It's completely irresponsible. I would never do such a thing. Thank you for creating such a massive archive of critical info we all need to tap into. I mean, I'm trying to make it better and I'm trying to make it easier. That's basically what the Center for Left-Wing Studies is. The whole point behind the Center for Left-Wing Studies, which you can find at leftwingstudies.com if you feel so inclined, is that I'm trying to archive and make publicly available the massive archive of bullshit that I've collected over the years, because I think that it's important to make sure that this stuff is preserved. I think it's important to make sure people see this is what happened. Here's what led to this moment. Here's the propaganda. You can search it by year. You can search it by subject. Here's a fucking dictionary so you know what this shit means. Here's an archive of videos. Here's a map of the activist left. I'm trying to build a whole map of the modern activist left so that people can actually see what this is and to be able to understand all the groups. Like, I've got so many things planned for that, but the whole point of it is I'm trying to create a public archive that anyone can go into and easily find stuff about the far left. And I want to do stuff around. Can someone ban that guy that's in the chat right now? I want to do stuff around essentially helping people to make sense of all this, researching the far left. The far left researches us. People know that, right? I was talking about this on my stream today. The far left, I'll show you. Hang on. Center for Right-Wing Studies. Let me show you this. This is important. I want to spend a minute here. Hang on. The left studies us, guys. They study us. There are entire institutions at universities specifically to study us. This is why the Center for Left-Wing Studies is named the Center for Left-Wing Studies, because I was making fun of the Center for Right-Wing Studies at the University of California at Berkeley. What I'm trying to do with the Center for Left-Wing Studies is I want to find people that are interested in studying the left like they are studying us. We need to pick apart every single thing they're doing. We need to pick apart their strategy. We need to figure out how they're achieving what they're achieving. They are watching us and trying to figure out the same thing about us. We need to do the same back to them. And this isn't even the only institution at a university that's studying us. Yale has an institution that's studying us. I found a video of Yale professors and students talking about going undercover at Turning Point USA events. I covered this last year, I think, or earlier this year, maybe. But like, there is an institution at Yale that is actually sending people to right-wing events to study them. We need to be doing the same to them. And I have this massive archive and resource of this information, and I want to find people that want to do this, and I want to find people who want to read and analyze the zines, and I want to find people who want to study leftist propaganda, and I want to find people who want to do conferences about this stuff and do presentations about it. I don't want to be the only person doing this. I want to have people I can talk to. I want to have people I can bounce ideas off, and that is part of the fucking burden. And I hate to I'm just talking right now. That is part of the burden of being at the tip of the spear of this, because I don't have anyone to talk to. I have my community and that's it. And we understand this stuff and we can bounce ideas off of each other. And sometimes they teach me things and I hope I teach them some stuff, but I need other people to talk to. This is very selfish. I'm an Aries. I'm selfish. And in the process of creating more people to talk to, I want to do events around this. I want to do conferences about this. I want to have a journal about this. I want to make sure all of this information is getting out to the masses in exactly the same way these assholes are doing to us. That is the point. That is the goal. And so that's why I do all of this stuff. And so if you want to join me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're supporting my work. Make sure you volunteer for the Center of Left-Wing Studies. Hang on, I'll pull it up right now. Hang on. Center. Hang on. We just do this actually. Left-Wing Studies. There we go. Boom. And my logo is fucking awesome. My logo for the Center of Left-Wing Studies looks awesome on a t-shirt. I'm going to show it to you. And that's really part of the point, right? That's part of the point in satirizing and mocking the far left is we need to have cool ass merch and we need to have awesome t-shirts. And I mean, come on. The Center for Left-Wing Studies logo looks awesome on a t-shirt, and that's all that matters. And look, I have a Letterman jacket with an embroidered logo. How cool is that? I need to buy this for myself. That is like the next thing I'm doing. This is my merch store, guys. If you want to buy merch from me, don't feel like you're compelled to. I'm going to be doing limited edition designs in the store. This is like anti-communist merch. You can get all sorts of cool stuff like Plague Doctor themed and, you know, me naked and on a t-shirt. And I really like this shirt. This shirt says bonfires are needed. And it has bonfires because, you know, we need to burn all this shit in a fire. The decode, the left Plague Doctor, the red. Do you guys know what's funny? Let me tell you this story. Okay, let me tell you this story. I was wearing this t-shirt at the New York Anarchist event. This was probably, okay. To be real for a second. I like to pick on the far left. I like to poke the far left. I like to taunt them more than I should. And this is bad. And this is honestly one of the reasons why I probably shouldn't be going undercover anymore, because I'm starting to act with hubris undercover, where I'm like, I'm just going to taunt you assholes. I'm going to advertise on the internet what I'm doing. I'm going to use it to get more people to give me money, because there's nothing the far left hates more than when people give me money for my work. They fucking hate it. They like, I had all these communists yelling at me on Twitter the other day because they were like, how dare you come to our meetings and record them? They're all public anyway. You're a fucking grifter. You're tricking people out of money. They could just come to our meetings. I had these communists coming at me on Twitter because they were so pissed off that I recorded them. So one of the things they're pissed off about is that people pay me money to do this, which is awesome. But anyway, my point is that part of my problem might be that I like to taunt the far left a little bit too much, and I like to toy with them, and I like to fuck with them psychologically. My whole platform is basically a huge giant satire of the far left. I'm even going to be doing a socialist wall. I'm going to be painting this wall at some point red. I'm going to be hanging up all my socialist propaganda. The green wall is going to go away at some point. I have a whole plan for this in my head. I am building an empire based off of satirizing and mocking and making fun of and giving the middle finger to the far left. That's what I'm doing. And so one of the things I did at the undercover event this weekend, I wore my own fucking t-shirt to their event. And anyone that even looks at my work knows this logo. But I wore this t-shirt to their event and I was walking around in it all day. And I got so many compliments on it. People, socialists, loved this t-shirt. They loved it. I got so many compliments on this t-shirt and I was just laughing in my head the whole fucking time. I was like, I was like trying every time someone was like, that's a really cool plague doctor. I was so trying my very best to keep it in. I was like, Karlyn, rate it in right now. Anyway, you can get your own Red Menace Collective t-shirt over on the merch store. Oh shit. You can get your own Red Menace Collective t-shirt over on the merch store right now if you want to. That's fine if you don't, but whatever. Anyway. The chat is so far behind now that I can't even catch up to it. Let me just go to the super chats. Let me see. What other super chats have I gotten? I hope you carry pepper spray. Well, I once had a member of my community. When I went undercover at the Socialism conference in 2023, I actually had an intrepid member of my community drive to Chicago to deliver me pepper spray. And so I had the best fucking community, man. When I went undercover in Chicago at that conference, and basically the socialism conference, I was undercover at the socialism conference for like 4 straight days. I spent 4 days alone with socialists, recording every fucking thing they did and putting it on the internet later. And so but my community took such good care of me that a member of my community drove to Chicago to bring me pepper spray and a whole bag of snacks and beer and wine, essentially. I was just like, this is great, man. I have the best community in the world. I really do. Since we have so many people no. I'm not doing the Penguin song. No. Nope. West Coast Queer Tour when? Maybe next month. You guys can't hear me. Okay, we're back. Maybe I will go on the West Coast. Maybe. I don't know what the last thing I said was. But the answer to this question is maybe I will be on the West Coast next month sometime. And I definitely won't be going undercover at any events. That's obviously not happening. I'm retired from going undercover, okay? I'm not even going undercover anymore. I'm retired. So when I go to the West Coast, probably next month, probably, I'm definitely not going to go undercover. That's absolutely not going to happen. Okay. You guys are way behind when I'm talking, by the way. The delay is big. Have I ever run into any Arab socialists? Not as many as you might think. For the amount that I hear from conservatives that like socialists work with Islam and Islam works with socialists, I've almost never run into Arab socialists. Most socialists are white. I mean, but also there is like a segment of like black socialists, and I actually kind of have an appreciation for black socialists. There is a whole contingent, true story. There is a whole contingent of black feminist socialists that still dress like they're in the 70s and they're in the Black Panther Party. They have the huge ass afros. I've seen them at events. There's nothing kind of like coming across a whole bunch of like women with these huge ass afros just like in the wild. It's like weirdest thing in the world. But no, most of the socialists that I see are white. The importance of studying them can't be overstated. That's kind of what I think. That's kind of what I think. I ate a Trump burger today. Expensive. I've never eaten a Trump burger. I did stay at the Trump Hotel in DC when I was back in the day. The Trump Hotel in DC was nice, man. I think I had like a steak there too. That was pretty good. Anyway. Okay, I just fast forwarded through the chat. Let's see. How much longer do I want to talk? What time is it? 11 o'clock. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Dare I look at my Twitter account? Oh, someone bought merch. Awesome. Let's see how many notifications I have on Twitter. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I've got a lot of notifications on Twitter. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, good. Okay. Yep. Am I a third positionist or a capitalist? I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I don't know. I want to beat the far left-ist. I just care about beating the left, and we can talk about the rest of it later. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. So, I don't know, man. I don't, like, I could be convinced of many positions right now, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to look at my Twitter. I don't want to look at it. Holy shit. Everyone's either complaining or they're really happy. I've gotten a fuck ton of followers. That's crazy. Make sure you're following me on Twitter if you aren't already. Oh, Suzanne's yelling at people in the comments. Wow. There's a whole contingent of people on Twitter that's trying to convince Jesse Waters to never have me on again because they're so pissed off that I won and they lost. So guys, please make sure you're giving positive feedback to Jesse Waters. Please make sure you are tweeting at Jesse Waters and telling him, hey, have that really smart woman on again to talk more about the left and give her more than 2 minutes this time, because I have a whole contingent of people right now who are going into Jesse Waters' replies and being like, you didn't even vet her. She is the worst and we don't like her for reason X, Y, B, and Z. And blah, 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 blah. So if you guys could go and counterbalance that would be pretty kick-ass. People bought merch. Thank you, guys. Yeah, they prefer the communist win. The real woke right, who are James Lindsay supporters, hope the real communists win. How crazy is that? Wow. Look at this fucking person. Look at this fucking person. I never said she got anything wrong. I just think she's a disgusting person. This is the argument that's being made. She's always right about everything, but I just don't like her. This is the best argument that my haters have. She doesn't get anything wrong, but I don't like her. Man. Which leftist group is the most dangerous? Antifa. I mean, okay, hang on. Antifa, but it's also like you have to understand there are a lot of dangerous groups. And I'm kind of saying when I say Antifa, I mean people who are doing black bloc. I mean people who are, yeah, I mean bashback too. So I think, okay, this is actually a fair point. I think that queer Marxism is the most dangerous leftist ideology. Actually, that's even a better answer. I'm revising. Bashback and queer Marxism is the most dangerous movement on the left. Hang on, I need more water, okay? Oh, Morio's always followed me. I know that. So okay, most dangerous thing on the left is queer Marxism. The reason I say that the most dangerous thing on the left is queer Marxism is because Antifa can kind of be dealt with. Honestly, if Trump and the police just crack down on Antifa, like, and I actually mean just arrest them and throw them in jail and not let them out. Like, in my ideal world, every time fucking Black Bloc shows up, here's how Trump could actually use this terrorism thing if he can figure this shit out. Every time someone shows up in Black Bloc, they are assumed to be a member of Antifa. That's actually probably what Trump should do. Every single fuck off time that someone shows up in Black Bloc at an event, it is assumed that they are part of Antifa because that is what Antifa does. And so it is true that Antifa is not an official organization. That's very true. It is true that there are a lot of groups that I would consider to be Antifa that are not called Antifa. They're called something else entirely. It is true that there are a lot of groups on the left that are just not Antifa. There are a lot of groups on the left that don't do Black Bloc, that don't do this disruptive bullshit. So if Trump could create like some sort of rule where it's like, if you come to some event in Black Bloc, then you are considered to be a part of this group. Arrest all those fucking people, throw them in jail. And here's what really should be done with Antifa. Antifa should be thrown in jail in the same way that January 6 people were thrown in jail, where their asses are sitting in jail. And they're going to get all of these charges, like all of these trumped up charges, and they can sit their asses in jail. And I want the trials delayed as long as possible. Just get them off the streets. Get them off the streets. Prevent them from talking to each other. Prevent them from organizing. Prevent them from making propaganda. Prevent them from teaching in schools, because a lot of Antifa are teachers. I hope people understand that. A lot of Antifa are teachers. So round up all those people, fucking lock them up. Trump could conceivably do that. I hope he does. So my point is that Antifa can be dealt with, okay? Like, there is a way of dealing with that problem. So after that, the most dangerous thing is queer Marxism. And the reason that the most dangerous thing is queer Marxism cannot be dealt with in the same way that Antifa can be dealt with. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Antifa, we really just can round them all up, throw them in fucking jail, drag the process out as long as possible, charge them with as many things as possible, make sure they stay in fucking jail. You can deal with that. What you can't deal with as easily is teaching kids that gender isn't real from the time they're 5 years old. This is the biggest fucking problem we have, because there is now a huge percent of kids in the United States, young people in the United States, who do not believe that gender is real. That is the biggest problem we have, because that is an entire generation of people that have been educated in this bullshit from the time they're 5 years old, and it is almost going to be impossible to unteach them from that reality. And P.S., the public schools are completely compromised. The teaching pool is completely compromised. It cannot be fixed in this lifetime. So queer theory, queer Marxism, queer ideology, the ideology that supports the bashback movement and the queer anarcho-communist movement, that is the most dangerous thing that we are dealing with in the United States today, and I don't think it's even close. And that's why I'm writing a book about it. I'm writing a book about queer Marxism right now and what it is and what the development of the ideology was and how we got here and what people need to know. I did a stream about it the other day. You should definitely check out my Monday stream, the introduction to queer Marxism, because I laid out the whole timeline and I showed you evidence and stuff like that. But this is a generational problem. We don't deal with this problem easily. It is a generational problem, okay? And so that's why we spend so much time on it. And that's why the focus of my work is really more geared towards queer Marxism than any other form of Marxism, because I do think it's the most dangerous. So I know it's a really long-winded answer to the question, and it's probably not the answer that people expect, but that is the answer that I have. The most dangerous thing the left is doing is queer Marxism, and it's not even close. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? Antifa bounty hunters? Why not? Listen, man, I'm perfectly fine with being fascist about this. To be really clear, really clear, I am perfectly fine with being completely and totally fascist about this. I am perfectly fine with rounding up like bad apples and putting them in fucking jail. I am perfectly fine with taking every queer Marxist and queer ideology book out of every single library and having a bonfire in the parking lot. I'm truly fine with this. I am fine with banning the teaching of this ideology. I am fine with limits on free speech when it comes to queer theory and it comes to queer Marxism. We need to wall that shit off with a concrete like burial. We need to put all of it away forever. And our society would get about 8,000 times better if we just got rid of this stupid bullshit. Honestly. Like, queer Marxism is going to fuck up our entire way of life. And it's something that most people don't even see coming. Most people don't even realize is happening. They are teaching your kids that gender is not real for a reason. It's not because they're dumb. It's not because they don't know what a woman is. They don't care. This is the stupidest own. See, now I'm just ranting. This is the stupidest own that the right does on the left. They say they don't even know what a woman is. They don't care what a woman is, you fucking morons. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They have been trying to eliminate the category of women for literally decades. They've been trying to eliminate the category of men. They've been trying to eliminate the category of women. They want to eliminate all gender. This is why they're teaching kids that gender is not fucking real. To eliminate gender. And they're winning and they're convincing people of it. And I don't know how we go back from this. I just don't, man. I don't. Let's see. We got some gifted channel memberships. Mandated Cupcake got a membership. Adrian, Bearboy, Professor, Russell, I think maybe got a member. No, BT got a membership. Awesome, awesome, awesome. My voice is starting to go. Karlyn, how hard is it to go undercover with these groups? If there is one wants to go undercover in person for Let me take a drink. Hang on. I'm also going to take a cough drop because my throat is going, man. My throat is going bad. So you might hear the cough drop. I apologize. Whatever. This is a long answer, okay? How hard is it to go undercover with these groups? Functionally, it's not hard. It's not hard to go undercover, guys. It's not hard, but you have to be psychologically prepared to do it. And you have to know how to speak their language to do it. Hang on one sec. I'm going to bite down on this cough drop. Hang on. Almost there. Hang on. Yeah, unironically, you could actually. Unironically, you could. There are two things that you need to do if you want to go undercover with the left. you need to learn how to speak their language, and you need to mentally prepare to be in that environment, especially if you're doing more than one day. Like, I would not recommend doing more than one day if you're going to do it. I wouldn't if you can just even go to a leftist event like a book reading at a bookstore just for a couple hours. That would probably be the first thing I would do, honestly. If you guys actually want to do this, I would go undercover just to something really basic and simple. Find a bookstore. You don't even need a costume for this or anything. You don't need to get dressed up for this. You need to find a bookstore that does radical revolutionary like books and talks and stuff like that. Just go to a book reading, go to a simple event and just sit there and listen, and don't talk to anyone if you don't have to, and just try to blend in. And if someone does talk to you, you can act like a total noob, like you're just interested in this book, you thought it was cool, like whatever. You can kind of play that off, okay? So that is how I would honestly start, because there is a mental toll that being undercover with the left takes on you. And even a full day, like the first time I ever went undercover, it was for a full day event. And I was pretty fucked up by the end of it. And I've gone undercover at multi-day events on more than one occasion. I get pretty fucked up by the end of it. Like, I get weird. I get like, it's such weird kind of chaotic energy. And yeah, so average person has actually gone undercover. Average person is the one that went to a socialist book reading and got me this signed book from Sophie Lewis. And you can attest, it fucks you up. There is a spiritual toll to doing this. And so it's not enough that you just know how to speak the language. You have to mentally prepare to be there among those people all day long. There's been more than one occasion where, like, I've just been sitting in a room with these people, and they're exactly the stereotypical people that you would think. It's like the women, there's a whole bunch of trans people, and the women, none of the women have like shaved armpits or shaved legs. Like, they all like just let everything grow and like whatever. And it's like, and they show it off too. It's not enough that, like, they're not wearing a t-shirt like I am. They're wearing like sleeveless stuff, and they're doing this all the time, and they're like showing off and all this. And it's really fucking weird. It's a weird environment to be in. And there's been more than one occasion where I've been in that environment and I've been surrounded by these people, and I just almost start laughing because I'm like, I am in an episode of Socialism Saturday. Like, I'm in an episode. It feels like I'm in a TV show is what it feels like, because I watch this stuff all the time. And so it's a weird thing to be there in person and to know that, like, this is all real life. This is actually happening in the real world. I have to pretend to be a socialist in my theater job, and I have to prepare before and decompress after. Yeah, it's a lot. So if you want to go undercover, it's not hard to do, but you're going to be a lot more successful at it if you learn to speak their language first, and we'll teach you how to speak their language. But there is also just mental preparation that you need to do. Trust me. Anyway. All right. It is getting very difficult for me to talk because I've been talking basically since 5 p.m. So I'm going to wrap it up. But hey guys, I really appreciate all the support. Like, today was very it doesn't even feel I was on Fox fucking News today. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Extra money for good and long answer. Do you dress up for longer? Oh, I dress up for everything. Yeah, I dress up for everything. How crazy. I was on Fox News tonight. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not green anymore. That's good. Not green. Damn, bro. Damn. You just watched me on Fox News? Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, tomorrow is happy hour, so we will be drinking beer tomorrow. We'll be doing something fun tomorrow. We watch fun streams on Fridays. I'm thinking of either watching Nick and Russell Brand, or maybe getting an update on Candace absolutely losing her mind. Or so if there's anything that people want to watch on the stream tomorrow, like Fridays are an open day. We don't do socialism on Fridays. We take the day off. I go get some beer, and I drink beer, and we watch whatever we watch. So if you guys have suggestions for what we should watch tomorrow, let me know. But I'm I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna go spend some time with my husband, I think. And thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate all the nice things people said. Remember to go comment on Jesse Waters' post to counterbalance the psychos that are on there. That would be great. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Take care. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you soon.
How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
Would you give me some idea?
I am not completely like other people.
What do you mean by that?
People dislike me because I am not completely like them. I am trying to do with my life something which few people try to do, and this influences my thinking and consequently my action.
What is it you're trying to do with your life?
Play the piano for people.
I'm not clear. How is it that playing the piano for people has eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
That's difficult to answer.